Why ain't my damn camera work? Fuck up anything the fucking night. Why ain't my damn camera on? Hello. I guess I'm live, ain't I, people? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Sorry, man, I screwed up like I always do. I want to give a big shout out to Pepsi Zero. Hello, Joanne. Yeah, every time I get coming up here, I have to push something and I screw it up every time. It's stupid when you don't know what you're doing. How's everybody doing this fine Friday night? And well, we went to Charlestown to get the mail and him get his medicine, which the JC store always screws up. And when we got back home, there was Spectrum Charter. I guess I'm live. Hi, everybody. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? So, but, try, well, let's get back to the story. You know, get back to the story. Well, we came back home. Spectrum was in the driveway. I asked my son, "Did you call?" He said, "No." And, we've been complaining. He called because it kept going in and out, in and out. It done that for over a month. And, because of the whim, there could be a short in the line somewhere in the system. Hello, 709. Welcome to Friday night. And they checked, on the pole. They checked from the pole to the house. Couldn't check inside. Came in, had to move the ice box. For him to get back there, and they needed a new internet box. No charge. I think by using that, they know everything. Well, they own the internet. They know where you go and all of this. Uh, I've been up earlier today on Twitch on here, you know, trying to figure this out, that out, and I, you know, I'm I'm trying to figure out everything. Like I said, I was on Twitch. Nobody came up, but I let them know what I'm trying to do and ask for help on this program. I told them about my kitchen stove, just like I do, and for what LG kind of said, I went on X and I've done it on X to LG site, and this is back in March. They gave me 24 hours, but having problems with the internet. And I said, I just received your thing on April the 3rd, and I sent everything back on April the 3rd when I received their thing on X. They said, if we didn't hear back in 24 hours, I said, I just got this today on the April the 3rd. Said, you know how the blankety blank internet works. Dentist appointments. My son had a dentist appointment. I guess it was Monday, and for some reason, their computer at the dentist office, 20 to 25 people had to get verified or something, somewhere down the stupid line. And they had to cancel it. I think it was 20 to 25 people. They had to cancel either the computer system screwed up or, you know, just like here, you know, the internet been going cookie. So, and I'm glad most of the snow is gone up there in Canada there at 709. Well, when it rained the other night, little water in the west side yard. Way I hate living out in the country because you got a septic tank and ladder lines. If your yard gets wet like mine does, you can't really flush the toilet. You gotta wait till it dries up, dries up. Then you have to get your toilet cleaner and start cleaning it all over again. I'm getting tired of cleaning that coil it every time it rains. Once a week or every couple of weeks, not bad, but when it rains, you can't flush. It makes me mad, you know. But, I've behaved myself, and as you all know, up in New York, New Jersey, up there where the Hudson River is, they had a helicopter crash. I think it was yesterday. And I've been watching videos on it, and it showed like the rotary blades that was on top came off, spinning around, and maybe half of the tail section. I don't know. It killed 6 people, I think they said, but I think tonight I heard, but don't quote me on it, that there was a child in serious condition. Like I said, I don't know. 'Cause you can't believe anything on the news anymore. It's all fake news in my book. Wonder what the temperature is here where I'm at. It's 43 degrees, people. It's 43 degrees. Lord of mercy, it's cold. It could be 60 degrees outside and I'll freeze to death. And tomorrow's Saturday. I'm not going to go to the cell barn because it's too cold. There ain't going to be that many. Man, I'm going to have to stretch out a little bit. That way I give my legs more room to stretch out. Mm. Sorry about that. You know, I just got out of the shower before I got on here. A nice hot shower. And, people, if I could afford that, I like to have a tankless hot water heater. That means I either would have to put a gas line in or an LP tank. Then, then I seen you can put an electric one in, but what I've read, how many 220 things you have to put in, I wouldn't know if that'd be worth it or not. So I don't know. I ain't rich, so I don't have to worry about that. You know, taking a shower and washing clothes. I ain't got a dishwasher. There's my dishwasher right here, people. And a dishwasher would probably use more water. But I sleep like a baby tonight, unless I'm watching TV. Yeah, I've been watching Hawaii Five-O. It was beginning when Garrett got there and his father got killed, and he met Dino or Dano, and all this was the beginning of it. Today, oh, my arm hurts. I'm gonna have to take my medicine when I get off of here. like I say, I've been playing on Twitch, and that's probably where I screwed up. I didn't know you have to change the settings for Twitch over to YouTube. That's too complicated, for an old man. But, I'm learning. It's a kid with a new play toy. But when I get the extra money, I'm going to get on StreamYard where I can share videos. I know you can do it on here, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm waiting on this good looking lady in Indiana. She's west of me, about maybe 30 miles, something like that. A hot tub would be okay. All you do is have a pair of swimming trunks or a bathing suit on, you can get in it, you know. It probably, if I had a hot tub, Joanne, it probably will help my back out and my shoulder out. It probably would help my son arthritis out. So, but one day I'll be rich. I don't know when, but one day I'll be rich. Just have to wait and see. It'll be up to God if I get rich. And just have to wait and see. Let's see. I guarantee you, it does get hot sometimes. It gets up in the 90s and maybe the hundreds every once in a while, but usually 90 to 95 in the summertime. That's when my electric bill goes out up. But I don't go outside. I wish it'd get dry because I got grass to cut. It's done maybe 6, 8 inches tall in places. And I just can't cut it when it's wet. I haven't been to a beach in probably 25 plus years. You know, no, I was going to school down there in Florida, and I, let's see, I don't think my son was born yet. I don't think. No, I don't think he was born yet. Maybe it was Gina and Luann and my old lady. I better watch it. She had kicked my butt. But since tomorrow's Saturday, they was calling for rain, but there's no use to go up there. When it's cold, you probably got some people setting up, but not that many when it's really warm because that place is packed when it's warm. And then Herman, he sells vegetables and stuff like that at his stand, which he used to own that place. Like I say, I have fun putting my feet in on the ocean side, down there in the Bikini State. And let's see, where else? Oh, up there in LA, California, out in that ocean. Maybe that's two different oceans. I don't know. I can't remember history. I'm an old man. You all have to. Nope, no hillbilly woman showed up in the boat. I've been down to Jacksonville, Florida, St. Augustine, and what's the town up there but St. Augustine? Green Cove? Green Cove? Somewhere around St. Augustine, Jacksonville. Because I was staying in the motel there in Green Cove, Florida, going to school for 3 weeks, but I can't tell you, as they say, I have to kill you. I'm just joking, people. I'm not threatening anybody. I hear Blackie in the bedroom calling like, I don't think she likes me to be out here on the computer. Please. Yeah. I should have done this at the beginning. People charge my YouTube channel. You know, charge to my YouTube channel, people. Come up here, help us, That's all we do. We talk about everything. Cause really, we got some old people, 70s up here. I think there's one probably he's in his 80s. And that's all we do. Cause people, when you get our age, we're bored. We got nothing to do. That's how come, Joanne, I stay in the house. If it's too hot, I can't breathe. And if it's cold outside, I got to wear a mask like when that virus is going back around in the 20s. I had to cover my face up because that cold air I breathe in make my chest hurt and my arm hurt like you're having a heart attack. And I don't need any more heart attacks. I done had four people and I don't need any more heart attacks. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow 'cause I know it's going to be cold and and I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I know they said something about rain this weekend, but like I said, you never know what the weather's gonna do in the Ohio Valley. The Ohio Valley is part of Indiana, Kentucky, I guess St. Louis, but you know, you never know what the weather's gonna do. If you want to change the weather, people, go move to the Ohio Valley. It's not the state of Ohio. Look up what the Ohio Valley is. I forget how many states it covers. Yeah, it's funny, lady. I know it's funny. You never know what the weather is like. It could be raining and you say where I'm at, drive a mile down the road, it could be snowing. You never know what the weather's going to do. And people, could I live in Canada right now? The answer to that is no. If I was born in Canada, that means I'd be used to the weather, this and that. Hello, Kansas Cop Watch. Welcome, my friend. You know, I'm glad all my people is here. You know, what else is us old people going to do? Well, like I said, people, I keep my temperature around 68, but I've been keeping it down to about 65. To me, it's not cold. And I don't know if you was on here, I guess Monday. I don't know. I can't remember what I done yesterday. But I'm not using the Wi-Fi. I got, thanks to 709, I got a USB to Ethernet, where you can plug the Cat 8 into, to run the Cat 8 into my router, which I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I think that was some of my problems. You gotta have good internet connection. And my KB/S, I guess kilobytes seconds is about 4,500. And FPS is about 60. CPU's around about 19.4. Drop frames is about 1.5% drop range. So I guess I'm doing better than what I was on here. I know when I first hooked it up, I think it was either Sherry or Joanne. The picture didn't look it good. I looked at it. It didn't look good but the first 5 or 10 minutes, and after that, man, it looks perfect. So come on, people. I want you to come knocking. Come on knocking, people, on my YouTube channel. You know, help me get my watch hours up, you young people. Get my subscribers up. My dreams is to get at least 2,000 subscribers. Well, let me change that. I want 5,000 subscribers and over 4,000 watch hours. That's my dream. It's the dream. Everybody got dream. Oh, I won't go to Dayton. Dayton is to the east of me. If you can look on the internet of I-65 in Indiana, I'm between the 18 and 27-mile marker of I-65. That's the territory I'm in, between the 18 and the 27-mile marker of I-65 in Indiana. Up at Scottsburg, Indiana, which is north of me, oh, how many miles? Maybe 6 to 8 miles north of me. They got a motel, a hotel, whatever you want to call it. They got some fast food. They got Subways. Um, I think Jimmy John's, pizza places, Burger King, Arby's, McDonald's. I think they got some restaurants. I think I like to eat at Subway. I got a gift card for Subway. It was $100. I was having fun eating that Subway once a week. I went back to see this one girl, but I could never catch her in there. I made her face turn red, you know. But I had a good time with Subway people in Scottsburg, Indiana. That's what I like about the girls or ladies in Scottsburg, Indiana. They're real nice, polite, even when they're working. I know when they're working at a business, they have to be good, but I've seen them outside. They're the same. They still the same good looking girls, still nice, polite. You know, you can't beat it. But Sherry's probably sleeping, you know, 'cause she sleeps, or since it's a Friday, I don't know if her family take her out on Friday nights or her daughter. I don't know. Uh, You know, she got some people in her family. It's on the sick side that I believe is in the hospital. That's probably where Sherry is probably in the hospital visiting the family who's sick. But it's not up to me to tell you that. It's up to her and her sisters, Debbie and all them to tell you. I said I wouldn't mention it, but somebody in Sherry's family's on the sick side and in the hospital. That's all I can tell you. And and I want you to send prayers out to all these people that's in the hospital. And did they have another plane crash today or was it yesterday? I know they had a helicopter crash. 6 people is dead, and I swear I heard there was a child that was still alive on one of the news stations, but I can't swear to it. I don't like watching the news. It gets me upset. I was watching a thing. Let's see. From where I'm at to Madison, Indiana, maybe to Madison, 30 to 45 minutes there. Then, let's see, out of Madison, I think it's 421 into Versailles, which if you was on I-65, you would get off at the 50-mile marker and go east on 50, and that'd take you into Versailles and go down the hill. Well, you pass the state police post, which that is, oh, that's Versailles. And you go down the hill and you get on the bypass. I forget what road that is. It's been a long time. I'm thinking maybe an hour, hour, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours away. I'm just guessing. I used to drive that 2 or 3 times a week when I was driving the 18 wheeler back in my younger days. So anytime I went to Ohio, Dayton or Cincinnati or Youngstown, I always, leave Clark County or Floyd County, wherever I pick up the load, and I go, up 56 into Madison, Indiana, then hit, I think it's 421, and 50 in, take 50 out of ourselves, I think it is. Yeah, because Jasper's that way, so Marcel is that way. I had to figure out which direction I'm at. And then you get on the bypass there, around Versailles, Indiana, and you're past that No, I think it's around Cincinnati, Kings Island. I think it is that you go by. And you all know what happened to the bad moderators. As Trump always says,
You're fired! You're fired!
that's what I did is those old moderator kids. They're kids. They got so many different names and they all been turned in to YouTube, the FBI, especially the emails. They got caught. You know, I hate to have a 12 or 13-year-old kid lose his YouTube channel over stupid crap, but he had never learned. He's never learned. He's not an adult. He's a kid. He's a computer hacker and a bunch of other stuff. That's what I said.
You're fired!
That's what happened. I fired him.
You're fired!
But, that's what we here for, people. Have a good time, as tomorrow is Saturday where I'll be live. It just depends how I feel. Some days I have good days, and other times I got bad days. I'm gonna check on Bob Joyce, see if he's gonna have church Sunday. I got to wait till tomorrow and go to bobjoyce.org and and see if he's gonna be live. I mean, not live. I think church starts down there in Benton, Arkansas, about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. He does like two shows, but the one he showed Sunday night is his church service. And probably Tuesday and Wednesday, he does his morning service where he sits there, plays the guitar, sings. That's all copyrighted. And he don't mind me sharing his church service. As long as I don't edit it, talk bad about it and stuff like that. So people, let's come on in, knock on my door. Come on, people. Let's hear you knock on my door and come into the chat. Oh, I hear a train. I hear a choo-choo train just coming around the corner when she come to. The train will be coming around the corner. Toot. I'm getting funny tonight, people. No, I did. You know, I gotta watch what I do because I know I got 501 here. Every YouTube does. That's what I thought there's 709. But I guess we need passports now to go to Canada. I know back in the Vietnam War, there's a whole lot of people that went to Canada not because they didn't want to go to war. And here comes the train. That train is coming. Can you hear the whistle? People, I wouldn't make it as a singer. I can't sing.
Ow! Ow!
Here's something for your sweet ladies. I'm not gonna flirt with you, but here's something for you. Through the internet, going around the planet and the world. That's to all your sweet ladies. I gotta have fun, people. What else is there to do? But people, come knocking on my door. Come into the chat. Come on. I want you in here. If you don't come in here, I'm gonna. They're coming to get you. Ha 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 hee hee. They're coming to get you. Ha ha hee hee. People, it's Friday. Everybody's out there having a party time. Here comes the cavalry. Come on, people, come and charge into my YouTube channel where we laugh, we talk about anything, but remember, it's PG. We got to be very nice. Or the werewolf is going to get you. You don't want them werewolves to get you. But people, usually about 5 o'clock in the morning, AM, you always hear these. I miss my rooster. Always at 5 o'clock in the morning, Harry would always crow. And if we decide to go to the grocery store, Harry would crow, if it might be 12 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock, he would call like, "Bye, Daddy." That's what Harry did. "Hello, RM. Welcome, my friend." Yeah, that's what they call him. You know, but like I say, 709, I've always thought that Canada was part of the United States. I always thought that when I was growing up, because it was connected to the United States. Lucky the Americans back in the olden days didn't steal Canada like they did Texas and California, which was Indian territory. No, yeah, they was Indians, but Mexicans owned Texas and California. That was their territory, and we stole it from them. People don't realize it. If you don't believe me about Texas, California, those states right there together, it all used to belong to Mexico. And look it up, people. I don't know if they even teach it anymore in history class. That's how I remember that. The government stole Texas, California, and the other states, which it was Mexico, and we stole it from them. You know, I had to see how long I've been on here. I try to keep it, about an hour. REM been, let's see, how long REM been in here? I guess a little bit over a year. And I think I think he's also on Twitch, I believe. He'll correct me if I was wrong. But like I said, I've been on YouTube uh over a year. Maybe a year and 3 months.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Oh boy. And Warren, all you, I got the real McCoys on. I've been watching them before I came out here, got on YouTube. But that I get bored and stuff like that. Sometimes I wake up. Good night, 709, and it's time for me to get off of here. Cause I've been on here an hour. I try to keep it around an hour, but maybe the next month or so I got to see how much. That's right. I spent extra money this month because I had to pay my post office box. I have a few dollars left next month. Maybe I will get StreamYard, and that way I could share some videos because I like to share that angel who got a sweet voice. You know, boy, that's scary. But trying to unplug something. But people, I want to thank you all very much, keeping me company and me keeping your all's company. And you know, I I want to thank you all for the good times we have. God bless you all. Thank all the moderators for doing a good job. I guess people learning to be a good person when they come on here. They're sitting in the background watching. So I can't complain. Ah, I got another thumbs up. No, War, I was thinking about it. It's like I said, I'm not comfortable with the temperature. And they're talking about rain tomorrow or tonight, early morning. I got to see what the temperature is. It got to be, to me, at least 50 degrees, because there'd be more people selling stuff at the sale barn. And, I do go up there and walk around where I can get my exercise. If I go walking, even in my yard, you see my babies, my little outside kids follow me every place I go. And there goes another train. This one's, it must be going north. I don't know. So it's about time, people. When it gets warmer, I'll be gone and videotape. I hate the cold. You know, I keep my temperature low in the house. Try to keep my electric bill. Because when I paid my electric bill on the 3rd, it was $200. And I asked him, I said, how come it's so high? I said, I haven't had my furnace on for a month because it's been, 50 and 60 degrees. And I've noticed my water bill was a little bit cheaper. That means didn't wash many clothes, that means I didn't use the dryer. So I don't know, people. We had hamburger helper this week, had sloppy joes last night, and my son had tacos. I'm not in too much in tacos from Taco Bell, and so people, I want to thank you for being here tonight and the other times. And if anybody from Twitch is sitting back here watching, that's okay. I welcome you no matter where you're from or anything like that. Just hit the subscribe bell, subscribe, watch a few videos, and I got some good ones. I talk about buying houses as a first time home buyer, who I went through, you know, to help you all out in case you want to be a first time home buyer. What I went through back 6 to 8 years ago, somewhere like that, you know, to let you know. And I talk about you all planting a garden, can your food. And if you can't have chickens, you have fresh eggs because that's better for you than what you get in the grocery store because you feed your chicken. It's hard. It's hard even on $900. You know, I read there was something that was on YouTube saying that Social Security's past that. We're going to get $1,500. I wish those jack donkeys quit putting stuff like that up. I said, it's a lie. Quit putting those lies out. I said, you all must be Democrats. If I don't see that on the local news or the national news, you know, like Trump said, fake news. And you all people says Trump lie about the fake news. People, I know for a fact Trump is right on the fake news. My son and I went over to Louisville, Kentucky, where they have the Kentucky State Fair. We went in to see President Trump. We had our cell phones out watching different news stations. And that fake news said Trump said this and that. We was right there and Trump didn't say what they said that he said. It's fake news. People, when you're my age or War's age, that back when we was young, TV media, the newspaper people on a story, they check it, double check it, and triple check it before they report it. Now they don't check it at all. They just put it out there. They put fake news, people. God is going to punish those people. Putting that fake news out. So, people, I want to let you go. It's Friday night. And also, I forgot at the start of this, happy birthday to everybody born on April the 11th. Happy anniversary if you got married on April the 11th. God bless you all and your family. Prayers goes out to all of you. And I just want you all have a good time, you know. You know, it's funny. When it gets down to 0 degrees, somehow my electric bill goes sky high. Then I look at my electric bill from the year before at the same time. It was cheaper a year ago compared this time. And because I look at the kilowatts, I use less kilowatts, say this year, and I did last year. If I use less kilowatt hours, how come my electric bill is so high? Now, I don't understand this crap, you know. But people, God bless you all. I love you. Aloha. You know, you all be nice. Say prayers to all those young kids that has cancer. You all know about St. Jude's because you get that on your local TV station just like I do. Let's send prayers out to those young kids that has cancer. And you all seen on your TV station, you seen it on YouTube, you seen it on TikTok. DJ Daniel, the 13-year-old boy that has brain cancer. They didn't expect him to live when he was around 6 years old. They only gave him 5 months to live. Only gave him 5 months to live. Now he's 13 and a half years old. The doctors are wrong because God has something special for DJ Daniel. You know, his dream is to become a police officer. He's an honorary police, Secret Service, FBI, U.S. Marshals, Border Guard agent. You know, he got over nine. I think he's up to 1,000. The last report I had, but you know, God wants you to be good. I know there's people that don't believe in God. Good night, everybody, and I see you later.